12:30 through 1/5. We're going into the new year here. And we have the new moon on the 30th at 9 degrees of Capricorn. So we keep up this Saturn theme because Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. And Saturn's like the lord of the zodiac, like the father of the zodiac, okay? And so new moon in Capricorn. So check out and see where 9 degrees of Capricorn falls in your chart. Now remember, Mercury square Saturn and Jupiter, and there's a lot going on. The moon's opposite Mars. Mars is retrograded. So just be gentle, okay? Envision yourself being more gentle to yourself more often. New moon, 9 degrees Capricorn on Monday, the 30th. Now, as we move into Tuesday, the 31st, we have the moon still in Capricorn. It's still opposite Mars. It's getting really close to Pluto in the early degrees of Aquarius. And there's a trine with Uranus. I wrote down that there's going to be a strong need for safety. Things could be moody. So if you're out with some people, out with friends, which it's a great day to be with friends with the trine with Uranus, but just know, like, stay safe. Make the people that you're with feel safe. Maybe that's just by like confirming your plans and making sure that you have a table and triple checking and all that kind of stuff. Just a version of safety and a version of like being careful, being thoughtful. Okay. So that is the 31st, New Year's Eve. Now we're going to move into our new year here, and I made a chart for the new year. And I find it very interesting. So last year, for this whole year of 2024, what we do is we make a chart for 12:01 a.m. and we see where the moon is, what the aspects are, because we know that that's like what the kickoff energy is for the new year. Now, last year we were in the Mercury retrograde and the moon was in Virgo, which was ruled by Mercury. So we kind of had like a Mercury retrograde theme all year. Okay. Now this year, I wonder if you can guess what sign the moon's in. I think I already said it. But the moon will be at 26 degrees of Capricorn, so getting in the late degrees, which means it's considered conjunct together with, because it's only like 5 degrees away from Pluto in the sign of Aquarius, okay? So there's going to be a kickoff of a lot of Pluto involved, which means there's going to be a lot of power, but there's going to be a lot of change. And in numerology, when you add 2025 to one digit, we get the number 9. And the number 9 is the cycle's run in 9. So it's the last of the cycle. We have the moon in Capricorn, which feels, I don't know, it feels like endings to me. And Pluto there helping it out to clean up any more endings. So you may have a lot of themes this year of your career, of your long-term standing in society, your legacy, right? There's a lot of things about, do I want to work here? Do I want to live here? What do I want to change? But remember, we're not going to really we may see it, we may feel it, we may be mulling it over. It's in its gestation period until we get to spring, okay? And then spring, things start to click a little more. And things will click even more in 2026 when we start a new cycle. We'll be in a 1 year in 2026. So themes for this year. Well, Venus will be in Aquarius, so love will be interesting, different, new friends on the horizon. We will have Neptune getting to its late degrees of Pisces. So there's a lot of healing energy going on. And we will have, because the moon is in the sign of Capricorn, it will be trining Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, in the sign of Taurus. So there's a lot of monies that can show up. There's a lot of new things of value. There's new friends that can show up. All right. And there is, what else? There's a lot of Earth. We've got Jupiter and Gemini. We've got a nice balance, I guess. A pretty decent balance. I mean, if you really look at the chart, most of the planets are towards the right side of the chart, which is the relationship side, okay? So it doesn't have as much independent energy. It kind of has more relationship energy, but things are healing and things are growing. And I really think you're going to have a better understanding of yourself, what you want to do, especially with themes of work, especially with themes of like, where do I want to live, right? I know this election brought that up for a lot of people. Do I want to live in this country? And you may find by spring that the answer is no. Or you may find that you want to move to a different state. We're going to see a lot of changes coming in this spring. So rest up now. Now, that's a long Wednesday the 1st advice for you. So welcome to 2025. The themes are gestation period until spring when decisions are made. Now, Thursday the 2nd, we'll have Venus moving into the romantic sign of Pisces, okay? And then we'll have the moon moving into, well, it moved into Aquarius later. That's not true. It moved into Aquarius early morning on the 1st. So on the 2nd, it will continue to be in the sign of Aquarius. Just go slow, spend some time in nature. And on the 3rd, I would say continue the moving slowly, savor the slowness, contemplate what brings you joy, okay? We're going to have a lot of planets in Pisces. Things are going to be really watery and emotional. It's not going to be easy to move quickly or to get things done quickly because Mars is retrograding. And then we have all this watery energy going on, okay? So my advice to you is contemplate what brings you true joy. Savor the slowness. And we have a nice slow weekend with the moon in the sign of Pisces all weekend. So get a lot of rest, no major decision. And by Sunday evening, a little later, maybe like later afternoon, the fog will start to lift as the moon moves into the sign of Aries. Okay, we'll have more clarity. So let's pick a couple cards for you on this New Year week, right? New moon, New Year week. And let's see what you need to know here. Here's the Justice card. I think it's kind of funny. He got coal, right? There's coal. He doesn't look too upset, but it looks like justice has been served, right? This is card number 11, which equals a 2. So this is a relationship card, okay? So coal, so interesting. Things are starting to show what the reality is, I guess, but coal on a Christmas morning to a little kid is a little bit intense. We might want to go a little easier this week. Now we've got the 2 of Candles, which is traditionally the fire element. So this is 2 of Wands. It's interesting. She's writing letters. Okay, this is card 11, which is 2. And then you got another 2. So we've got a lot of relationship themes. And she's writing out Christmas cards, Christmas letters, maybe thank yous. So there's communication happening here. Another 2 of Good Cheer, which is the 2 of Cups. Okay, so you got a lot of relationship themes this week. And I would just enjoy the watery romantic energy of Pisces this week. I think it's a great time if you're just looking to savor. It's not a great time if you're looking for clarity, right? Some jumper cards there. Let me put them back in, see what else we need to know this week. We have the 7 of Inspiration, the 7 of Wands. So it looks like there's starting to be, like she's pushing back, starting to be some clarity. But I don't think that that's going to come until the end of the week. And let's just pull an herbal tarot so we can see if there's any advice for you, any herbs or any self-care here. And you got the Lovers, which is hawthorn. And I know the hawthorn is like a revitalizing plant to revitalize your love life. Okay, so you have a lot of love life themes here. And my attention keeps going to this one. Like there's a light shining bright. She's just kind of opening. She's being maybe more vulnerable, more just sharing more in like feelings. And there's true connection here. So I would make really great use of this in your love life. If that does not apply to you, then just make really good use in your relationships. Showing up, maybe clearing some old things up here, expressing your feelings, but remembering that things are foggy and Mars is still in retrograde. Okay. Happy New Year.